Welcome back to another episode of CJ Muted. Let's talk about it. I'm your host, Gene.
I'm your host, Chris.
And today,
Welcome back, guys.
It's been a while, actually. It's been a couple weeks since we had one of these episodes go up.
Yes, it has. But we're back. So,
But
new year, new us.
Kanye brought me back out of retirement of these episodes. I know
we were done talking about him.
I know I said that we're done talking about him. I know I said that I was fed up with his antics, but I've had a change of mind after this recent news that came out. So he took out a whole ad in a very popular newspaper to apologize for all his past actions over the past few years. And we're going to get into his apology and see if it's genuine or not. I got it pulled up right here.
I heard about this, but I didn't really, look into it. That's a lot of words.
I know it is a lot of words.
I saw a paragraph of words and I was like, all right, bro, whatever. Let's just forgive him and move on.
No. I have to read this whole thing. I haven't read it yet, so let's go.
Anyone could have wrote this. ChatGPT probably wrote this.
To those I've hurt, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on the visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. Oh, I can already see where this is going. I can see where this is going, but we're going to give it a chance.
Continue.
Comprehensive scans were not done. Neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. That medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to my bipolar type 1 diagnosis. Okay. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system. Denial when you're manic. You don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. Okay, that's a pretty accurate description of the disease, right?
Okay.
Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off when in fact, that is a serious, debilitating disease you can die from. According to the World Health Organization and Cambridge University, he's pulling out facts. People with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and a 2 times to 3 times higher all-cause mortality rate than the general population. This is on par with a severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer. I did not know that. All lethal and fatal if left untreated. I mean, all right, based on this first half, this is very wordy, but based on this first half, this is something everyone's been saying. We all knew this. We all been saying, oh, he's acting like this because he's mentally ill. And he's already told us he was bipolar. So we already knew this. And I feel like also in the past, he used the same, I don't want to call it excuse because he was diagnosed. He used the same reason to justify a lot of his actions.
True.
So I'm going to continue reading this, but I have a very important question to ask at the end.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to it. The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, and unstoppable. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I loved the most, I treated the worst. You endured fear, confusion, humiliation, and the exhaustion of trying to have someone who was at times unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self. In that fractured state, I gravitated toward the most destructive symbol I could find. Bleep that, please. And even sold t-shirt bearing it. One of the difficult aspects of having bipolar type 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I still cannot recall, that led to poor judgment and reckless behavior that oftentimes feel like an out of body experience. I regret and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state, and I'm committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I'm not a Nazi or anti Semite. I love Jewish people. To the black community, which held me down through all the highs and lows and the darkest of times. The black community is unquestionably the foundation of who I am. I'm so sorry to have let you down. I love us. In early 2025, I fell into a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life. As the situation became increasingly unsustainable, there were times I didn't want to be here anymore. That's very interesting. All right. So that was the first half. There's a second page, but
there's another page.
Yeah. I'm going to ask this question because
now that I've heard some of it.
At what point,
I want to say what? What's your question? Or you want to finish it first?
No, let me ask this question. Because, again, we've heard this before. We've seen this style of apology before because he's used bipolar disorder to justify some of his actions. So this is not new, right?
I don't think he's justifying it. He's just telling you.
Okay, justify is not the word, but like reasoning
he's just saying
as to how he was acting. We've seen this reasoning before.
But we already, I mean, to be honest, we kind of knew this was the reasoning why he was crashing out. Like, we didn't, I don't know if everyone, I guess he made it very seem, because he was having mad manic episodes, that this is his real thoughts, this is how he feels and all that. Because he was just having consistently manic episodes. Because, like, if he really felt all this way, then he wouldn't backtrack. The person who feels that way doesn't backtrack for backlash.
I agree with you. I don't think he feels this way. I don't think he was like an anti-Semite or all the terrible stuff that he said in the past. I just feel like he kind of went a little too far. And even when people were like, okay, he's having an episode, blah, blah, he's doing this, he will come out and be like, oh, I'm not having an episode. I stand by everything I said, blah, 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 blah. Because
someone who's having an episode definitely will come to reality.
Again,
but at the same time, it doesn't excuse what he did. I don't excuse what he did. It just explains why he did it.
Where were the people around him? Where is his wife?
What wife?
Bianca Sensori.
You think she could tell him what to do?
I mean, take his phone away? I don't know. Do something?
You think
like, you're telling me no one could have stepped in and done something about this?
Like, everyone who tried probably got pushed to their edge and they just left.
Like, somebody as popular as him, yes, he has a lot of yes men around him. I'm 100% sure of that. Yes, we have people that use them for content, like freaking academics. When he did that interview with him last year, remember that interview? But like at some point,
what that mean, nigga?
At some point, like you telling me no one could have done anything to like prevent this or stop this or get him the help he needs? That's what I question. That's what I really question. I'm happy about this apology. I'm happy he's coming out again to like, remind us that, okay, I was tripping because of this. We already knew, but I'm happy he's like in a state of mind where he can recognize it himself and come clean and apologize for everything he's done. But again, what's going to stop this from happening?
What's going to stop it
happened before? Yeah.
Hopefully he's around better people.
Before he said he was going to get treatment. Before he said he was going to get on meds. Before he tried all that, and it happened. So I'm worried.
Listen, this is nice. This is cool. Time will tell. Like this is a cool start, but time will tell. Like I'm not gonna just be like, oh, he's gonna heal now, or he's gonna go back to it. Like, we'll see. When the album drops, we'll see.
That's the thing. Has he gone too far where an album is not gonna fix any of this? Has he gone too far where all these big platforms are not gonna platform him anymore?
Well,
Like,
no
has
one's
he
gonna
gone too
platform.
far?
I don't think anyone's gonna platform him until, like, if he actually is real about this and does the work and heals and whatever, maybe he can come back to it. But that's a very big maybe, and that's also another maybe on whether the album is like super fire.
All right, let's finish this apology. Having bipolar disorder is a notable state of constant mental illness. When you go to a manic episode, you're ill at that point. When you're not in an episode, you are completely normal, and that's when the wreckage from the illness hits the hardest. Hitting rock bottom a few months ago, my wife encouraged me to finally get help. I have found comfort in Reddit forums of all places. Different people speak of being in manic or depressive episodes of similar nature. I read their stories and realize that I was not alone. It's not just me who ruins their entire life once a year despite taking meds every day and being told by the so-called best doctors in the world that I'm not bipolar, but merely experiencing symptoms of autism. My words as a leader in my community have global impact and influence. In my mania, I lost complete sight of that. As I find my new baseline and new center through an effective regime of medication, therapy, exercise, and clean living, I have newfound, much needed clarity. I am pouring my energy into positive, meaningful art, music, clothing, design, and other new ideas to help the world. I'm not asking for sympathy or a free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home. With love, Ye.
Damn it, it's Ye, not Kanye.
But
we love Kanye. Ye is a different person. But that sounds nice. That's good. That's cool.
My whole take
I
on
hope
this,
all of this is real, and I hope he's getting the help and he's focusing on the positives. And another thing he said, these so-called doctors is like crazy because I forgot that one doctor that was actually like some CIA agent or whatever.
or the one that was giving him that helium or whatever the fuck, that drug that he was like inhaling and shit.
It's crazy because you would think like he would get the best doctors, but no, you're just getting doctors that are trying to control him and make sure. Like, we saw those text threads. Like, do you want to be a zombie again? We're gonna put you on and make you go back to La La Land. And I was like, yo, like everybody was sincere. I was like, this nigga is actually being fucking drugged. No wonder he's gone crazy. It makes sense.
I am fearful. That's all I am. That's all the feelings that I have after reading this this apology. I'm fearful this is gonna happen again. I'm fearful it's gonna relapse. I just hope that this time the people around him like have taken measures to like when it does happen again, they can help him in the best way they can. They can, try to contain this illness as best as they can so that he doesn't go off the deep end like he did over the past couple years. So,
like I said, we can only hope and wait and see what happens.
What do you guys think? Start. What do you guys think about this apology? Do you forgive him? I honestly, I give him some grace. Like, honestly, you have to. He's human. He's ill. You have to give him some grace. I'm one of those people that always take him back whenever you apologize. Kanye is my toxic ex. How about you? Do you take this apology?
Like I said, time will tell.
Okay.
When he does, as time goes on, we'll see. If he crashes out again, we'll see.
All right, let us guys.
I just hope for a peaceful rant, not a crazy rant, like the cool rants that were like that made sense, not the rants that are just off the deep end for no reason.
The rants where he's exposing Hollywood and the music industry.
That's always fun, but my thoughts and prayers to all involved.
Exactly. Thoughts and prayers to all involved. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, subscribe. We're gonna follow this. I know I said we weren't gonna talk about him anymore, but if he pops up again, we're gonna talk about him. My bad. Anyways, let us know what you guys think. CJ muted. Let's talk about it. Out. Peace.
Arrivederci.